Hello everybody, welcome back to another exciting edition of Painted Scenes. I'm your host, Mr. Let's Paint. We are here to review another exciting movie and paint a scene from that movie itself. And tonight, we're going to paint and review the movie The Counselor, coming up in the movie theaters ASAP. And it's starring Brad Pitt, Penelope Cruz, Javier Bardem, and Cameron Diaz, and it's directed by Ridley Scott. This is an action-packed thriller, lots of excitement there in the movie. It's based on the premise of the movie is that it's a lawyer played by Brad Pitt who becomes corrupt, and Javier Bardem corrupts him because he's the drug dealer, and then the two ladies are also involved, and I don't want to get into the specifics here, but let's just say there's a lot of sex in this movie and a lot of violence, a lot of drugs, and if you're looking for that, then this is the movie for you. I give it 5 paintbrushes out of 10. Okay, 5 paintbrushes out of 10. I thought it was again, a suspenseful kind of movie. And honestly, I'm not a big Brad Pitt fan, and I'm not really a Cameron Diaz fan of sorts. Though they have made good movies on the past. Now, on the other side, the Spanish contingent of this movie, Javier Bardem, I'm not pronouncing his name, and Penelope Cruz. Oh my God, what a babe! And both excellent actors and actresses. And so, this movie is worth just seeing those two. I could probably do without the Brad Pitt and the Cameron Diaz, but nevertheless, there is a great scene, and we're going to paint this scene where they basically snort a bunch of coke, and they then get drugged up. Other drugs are involved, and it's a big sex fest. All four of them having sex, and we're going to paint that right here on Painted Scenes. All right, The Counselor, go see it, and let's go ahead and try to get some paint on this canvas right now. Here we go. All right, so this is a scene here, and we'll just start putting the figures in as we can come along here. Maybe this could be. This is Brad Pitt, okay? Brad Pitt right here, maybe. All right, and then this is Cameron Diaz there, and they're embraced in a sort of well, let's get their whole face in. Let's bring it down here. Let's get their faces there because we want them to really show. We want to see them, their face. So there they are. They're more embraced now. All right, so that's what we're talking about. Little friction here. Okay, and then here's Penelope Cruz along with Javier Bardem. Now they're actually together. They're a couple, and I don't know if they're married officially, but what a sexy couple, right? You know what I'm saying? Now that's a real sexy couple. Now I'm wondering, would have been better had it been, and they could have really made a blockbuster hit here if it was actually Brad Pitt and Angela Jolie, and then Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz. You know what I'm saying? That would have been an ideal trifecta. I mean, or a quadruple bypass for you. I think a lot of people probably would have freaked out. It would have been so hot. It would have been just sizzling. But Cameron Diaz is not a bad choice, frankly, and she can hold on her. She can hold her own, and of course she's a blonde, so that's always nice. And maybe that's the thought, because of course Penelope Cruz is a brunette, and maybe they didn't want to have two brunettes particularly in this kind of sexual, drug crazed fantasy of sorts. But it's a reality. It's based on a true story, and of course it's directed by Ridley Scott, who of course has made a lot of great movies in the past. I can't name you one, but you know the name, and he is a hot property here in Hollywood. Give us a call here, 818-528-4516. We're painting a group sex scene from the movie The Counselor. Okay, and this is a wonderful scene, and they were thinking about making this an NR, restricted, maybe even possibly a rated X, NC-17, but they were able to cut back some of the scenes. Now this was a scene that you did not actually see, but it was actually filmed, and I have inside knowledge of how hot it was from some of the people on the set. It was sizzling. And so go see the movie, The Counselor. It's a great movie. Five brushes out of 10. And there you go, five paintbrushes. Okay, taking your calls, 818-528-4516. We got a question here. Brad Pitt had some awesome roles, Fight Club, 7, Inglourious Bastards. Okay, Nick is defending Brad Pitt. Of course, and he was also probably one of his kind of pretty boy roles was with Susan Sarandon and whoever else it was, the two ladies where they went on a road trip and then they kind of picked him up and they basically molested him. What was that movie called? I forget. All right, but anyway, he's kind of a quiet guy though. He doesn't really give a. I put him in the Kevin Costner category of sort of a guy who kind of mumbles. There's no real from a scale, from up and down kind of action. There's no real. It's pretty level, low key. There's no, like losing it kind of shit like Al Pacino would, or say, Jack Nicholson. They don't go to the full, or De Niro, or some of the other big bad, leading men. So Brad Pitt's kind of a marginal character. Kind of, who also does that too is George Clooney. Definitely kind of just goes through the motions. You never get him going crazy. Rarely have I ever seen it, and I'm always surprised if I ever do, because they're part of that Kevin Costner club of just I look pretty, I'm so pretty, and I'm just gonna be like the reserved macho man who doesn't do anything, but and never loses it, because I'm not gonna lose it, because if I lose it, I'm gonna lose it, and then I'm gonna actually create some kind of interest, and I don't want to show too much interest in the character of who I'm playing. I just want to play it normal and try to be as real. I want to be real. And so that way I'm going to be normal and calm and boring. All right, so Brad Pitt is boring in my book, along with Kevin Costner. All right, let's get back to some more painting here, and let's get the sex going on here. Okay, so let's put some blonde hair on these on Cameron Diaz. Let's work up Cameron Diaz here. All right, there we go. I don't really have much to say about her, except for I think she was in a good comedy of sorts. Now, I forget, but she was in a good comedy. Now, and of course, this is a stretch for her because, of course, she's playing, in a serious film, and it's, it's hard. It's hard. It's like Robin Williams switching back and forth, though he was able to pull that off. Okay, so here we go. Taking your calls here, reviewing the movie The Counselor. Now, Ridley Scott originally wanted to make The Counselor about a high school counselor that kind of then got into drugs and selling drugs to the students. And Penelope Cruz was the nurse, and Cameron Diaz was was also a child psychiatrist, fellow child psychiatrist. There was two of them, Brad Pitt and her. And then Javier Van Damme was the principal of the school. But they nixed that idea. They thought it would, because of all the violence in the schools, and they didn't want to, see, because movies sometimes they conjure up too many ideas, and then that's the influence, and then people start thinking that maybe they should do that or something. Okay, so let's not worry. Let's move on. Let's get some background action here. Let's put a bed and stuff. Like get some bed. Like they're on a bed maybe. Let's get them on a bed. Okay, so we're not locked in, as we like to say in painting. We don't have to commit to anything. We're just going to keep painting and keep putting some paint down, and then something might happen. And again, in film, also, that could be the case. That could be a possibility. Instead of the formulas, guys, sorry, that shit sucks a lot of the times. And there's wonderful nuances when the shit just comes out of the blue. I like to see that. I want to see shit out of the blue, man. Give me some shit out of the blue, man. All right, so that's what we like to see in Creativity Town, baby. All right, it's Painted Scenes. Mr. Let's Paint here, having a good time. Hope you're having a good time too. 818-528-4516. Give us a call. Come in the chat room here. All right, we're reading the chats. Got a lot of people watching. It's going to be, it looks like I tell you, it's a good movie. Go out there and see it. All the movies we review are worth watching at least once. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like a Jaws type of movie where you buy the CD or the DVD and you run it. And, like back in the day, you didn't have CDs or VHS. You would actually just go see the movie at the movie theaters like 100 times. No, I don't know if that's going to be that for this movie, but it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Okay, so now this looks like a bed. Well, I don't know what that's going on here. So let's just go back. We can change it up here. All right, and let's do some here. So she's kind of on him, I guess, and then he'll be underneath. Okay, this is Brad Pitt, and again, Angela Jolie was a little upset that the sparks were flying. I also heard, there was a potential divorce, but they have an open relationship, and of course, how that goes is it's open until something is broken, and this almost got broken here with this what was going on here. Okay, so they're really enjoying each other's company clearly, and then let's get up Javier and Penelope over here. Okay, the counselor. Five paintbrushes, guys, and it was hot stuff, as you know. Okay, maybe she's kind of sitting back like that. Okay, yeah, like that. How about that? Okay, so it was full on. They were. This was a group fest, love fest, on many realms. Okay, 818-528-4516. It is Painted Scenes, and let's go ahead and we got them we got a good scene shot of this. This was probably the better shot. I think it's working out here. Okay, so we're kind of blocking in. Let's put some background information maybe, or at least possibly consider putting some stuff in the background. I don't know if it's necessary, but we will fill it up. I guess I wonder sometimes if it is necessary. Let's maybe just leave that alone. Sometimes it's good to just kind of leave stuff unbeknownst to ourselves, or what let sometimes the page do its thing. So as opposed to having to fill it all up, it's kind of an interesting thought. I don't know if we'll stay with it. Okay. So we got that big brush going on here. Let's get some paper towels here. Taking your calls, 818-528-4516. Are you going to see the movie, The Counselor? I'm telling you, Ridley Scott is at its best here. He definitely is a master in composition and in cinematography, and possibly if he has not won an Oscar, he will win one here in this movie here. The Counselor, go check it out. It's in movie theaters soon. I don't know if it's out yet, but it will be. All right, there's a lot of buzz about it. Okay, let's work Cameron Diaz here and give her some love. All right, as she is giving Brad Pitt some love there. All right, there you go. And she's kind of a white girl for the most part. So let's just kind of give a lot of white paint to her. For the most part, you know what I'm saying? Give her some tits, okay? And like I said, this was a scene that you're not going to see in the movie. We wish we could, but they had to cut the scene out. It was so damn hot. And that's what we do here at Painted Scenes, is we try to get the best stuff, even if it's not even in the movies. All right, so there's Cameron Diaz, hot as ever. Okay, now let's get Brad Pitt. Always got that goatee thing going on there. When are you going to shave that off, Brad Pitt? Okay, here we go. let's get that going on there and get some hair on him or something like that. And he's kind of, I guess we'll give him, let's see what he does with that arm. I don't know what he's going to do with that arm. I guess maybe he's going to touch some titties. Yeah, give him some titty touching because that's always fun to fondle. Okay, and then there he is down below. All right, so it's coming along here. We just got to bring out some of the elements here. Let's do Penelope Cruz's hair. And she's got some, she's a brunette, so she's got some black hair and stuff. So let's put that on the back here. Fantastic. All right, we'll give her some lipsticks. There you go, eyes. There you go, some eyes on her, a nose. Maybe give her a little mouth open from the excitement. Here's his goatee, Brad Pitt's goatee. And there's his hair, I guess. Kind of looks like him, not. There's Cameron Diaz. There you go. Give her some red lipstick, huh? There you go. Yeah, and some nipples, some red nipples. There you go, some Carol Doda nipples that light up. And here we go with Penelope Cruz. She's a little darker skin, maybe, or a little more olive skin, I would say. So give her, and then Javier too, are a little more dark, a little more darker complexion. Olive. They're Spanish. So they from Spain. Maybe I'll go back. Okay, let's give them some eyeballs and all that stuff. Okay, some eyeballs for you. There you go. And this is a scene. There's a lot of drugs going on and criminal nuances. So let's put some like. What represents drug? I don't know, like guns or something. I don't know. I guess I'll put some guns over here. Here we go, some guns. That didn't really work out too well, but whatever. Okay, so there we go. It's coming along. Let's give her an arm. Oh, and she could put her hand down on Carmen Diaz's knee. How about that? Okay. There you go. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. Fantastic. 818-528-4516. You're watching Painted Scenes. Painting a scene from the up-and-coming movie The Counselor, starring Brad Pitt, Angela Jolie. No. Penelope Cruz. Strike that. Cameron Diaz and Javier Bardem. And if you're a fan of any one of those, and that's what the box office is all about, they're counting on the fact that you love one of those four, and hopefully you love more than just the one, and you are going to be a sucker to go see this movie. 5 paintbrushes for this bad boy, and this is a scene that you're going to want to see too, but sadly it's not in the movies. It's just that's the way it goes. You can't always, because otherwise it would have been an NC-17. But believe me, this really did happen. This did happen. All right, let's put some. I'm going to kind of fill in the background, I guess. Let's give it a window or something. It has some window stuff going on. So let's give it like a blue sky back there. Give it some like a landscape or an interior or something, maybe. Okay, so there we go. Now, Javier always has a kind of the scruffy beard, the Don Johnson beard going on, or the scruffy thing. So let's just kind of give him a scruffy face all over. Okay, there you go. That kind of looks like him already. And then let's go ahead and give him a big. Let's give him some hair. And there you go. It's just a matter of fiddling it and getting things to work out here. And we're just going to keep going here with this. If you want to watch me continue on with this process, you are welcome to watching the full edited version. Otherwise, for Painted Scenes, I am Mr. Let's Paint. I give the movie 5 brushes 5 out of 10. The Counselor. Go see it in movie theaters today, or whenever it's open, or when it comes to your theater in your neighborhood. And for the painting, I'll give it maybe 5 brushes too. It's so far sucks. I'm gonna work on it some more. My time is up. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye. Get out there and paint and watch movies.